Hello, welcome to the Potluck Podcast. I'm Bree.
Oh, my name's Anthony.
I'm Sean. I'm an alcoholic. And this is your butthurt disclaimer. Don't worry, I got it. We're into an endorsed sponsor advisory. Our goal is to offer a recovery-based podcast with a twist of humor. The expressions and opinions voiced here are those of the individual speaker and are not of the collective. Our primary purpose is to carry the message and to help others to achieve sobriety. We don't feel the need to be original, but we certainly don't want to be extra crispy.
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 And crunchy. You know,
Not the shoes, though.
oh,
Sheesh.
that's not funny.
Just a bit.
That's too soon.
Maybe.
So, how's everybody's week gone? Wait a minute. Has it been one? No, we did one last week.
It was, yeah.
Yep.
My week's been good. Good. Exhausting at work, but good. Yeah.
Good.
Running on low.
How's you guys?
Running on empty.
Uh,
No.
oh.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. How was y'all's week?
My week was it's been very good.
That's good.
Sorry I was gone last weekend, but it was much needed. And
What was gone last weekend? Oh, you was gone. I didn't understand. Sorry. Listen slower.
But it's been a wonderful week. Work schedules changed. It's been a great week. I've enjoyed myself. Had a lot of me time and just a lot of God time.
Me.
How's your week been, Sean?
It's been okay. I had 2 full days at work.
What?
Yeah, 2 full days this week. I mean, I went every other day, but they weren't full.
Wait before you continue.
Okay. I had a specialist appointment Monday, early in the morning, so I got to work then.
Yeah.
After it was,
Right.
but it still wasn't the whole day. Tuesday, I woke up late. And I may have left early as well.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I did leave early. Had therapy.
Appointment.
Wednesday, I got there on time.
Good.
I left around lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, I went and picked up a gift of recovery
Okay.
for self.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
And had a doctor's appointment anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think I've got my wires crossed. I'm not sure. Wednesday was a full day. Thursday, I left early
Okay.
and went and got the recovery gift. And then Friday was a full day.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Got put on a bunch of meds. So if I'm out of sort, that would be the
Culprit.
explanation.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I had an interesting week at work, man. Just exhausted, bro. Like, grateful I got my job. I'm grateful I get to go to work, and I'm grateful that I'm good at my job. And not just that, but like, I don't mind helping people. You know what I mean? But you know, there also comes a point in time where I do a lot. I find myself doing a lot of extra at work. I guess a part of that is just like my work ethic. You know what I mean? I can't just stand around and do nothing. You know what I mean?
That addictive mentality tends to shine in other areas once we put down the stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's at work.
Yeah, and you know, so I find myself like, I mean, I help out a lot. I help out a lot of people that might be a little bit slower than I am. You know what I mean? And I mean that's fine. Like, you know, work at your own pace.
Slower physically?
No, just slower at the job.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I mean sometimes I feel like they might be mentally too, but that's
okay.
not relevant. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's not relevant. But anyway, just like, but I do like the most. I do like the most, and that's a part of the addiction thing. You know what I mean? I was like, either I'm 100% in or I'm not in at all. You know what I mean? And when I say 100% in, I do the utmost all the time. And I don't know. I just find myself wore out, man. Thursday, if it wasn't for my buddy calling me to pick him up, take him to work, I would not have woke up on time. Yeah. I would have been late if I would have showed up at all. Possibly even furthermore, I would have probably done a no call, no show, to be honest with you, just because like at 1:48 in the afternoon, I was still asleep. You know what I mean? And there's no telling how long I would have slept. Friday came along, man, and yesterday is just tired. Bro. I was tired. I was ready. I'm grateful that yesterday was Friday. I'm grateful that I got a day off. You know what I mean? It was a good week, though, man. It was a good week. It's just tiring, you know. I haven't overexerted myself at work in quite some time, and this week was that week.
Fridays are Aloha Friday.
Yeah.
And Saturdays are Mahalo Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I like it.
Yep. So here recently at work, I've had a song ringing in my head. And I haven't listened to much of him. Mm-hmm. I listened to none of him before recovery, and I've listened to very little of him in recovery. Mm-hmm. But one of the songs keeps ringing is I thank God I'm a changed man, but some days I'm still the same asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's been ringing true at work. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been trying. I'm so reluctant to be that asshole, and I go out of my way to not be. Mm-hmm. Okay, and still, it's a constant. Almost the more I go out of my way to not come off some way, I come off some way even more.
Yeah.
And I find it easier. I'm finding it easier to be myself. Okay, mm-hmm. And I ain't trying to be abrasive. I ain't trying to be harmful or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I looked at little buddy the other day, I was like, yeah, you want to take him place down there and blast him in the booth? I said, I'm going to come down there and get a forklift. He's like, no, you come get. And I said, that was a statement, not a question. I'm telling you, I'm coming to get the forklift. I wasn't asking your permission.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not up for debate, I said, you know. Like, you have no say in the matter.
Right.
When you walk out the booth, I'm going to have your forklift at the other end of the shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got to watch myself because, I want to take that a little step further. Mm-hmm. You know remember how long you've been here?
Yeah.
You remember who they gave you to show you how to do things? You know what I'm saying? Now, this stuff has went just about awry. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I see myself there a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This inability to listen and take direction and, just running off the rails and doing it my way. And, I know you said do it like this, but I'm going to do it like that. And I know you said don't do this, but I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just practicing patience.
Yeah. Speaking of work and all that, I forgot to mention, I had, how can I put this? It was interesting. Like, I've never had anything so interesting happening at work. It was this interesting. So, Wednesday, it happened Thursday, but I'm gonna go to Wednesday night, and I'll explain why. So, Wednesday, my team lead is told that we're gonna get 2 new temps tomorrow. Okay. That is the important part that you need to know of this story. So, Thursday, we get 2 new people. Okay. One is the lighter hue. Okay. And the other one
This is referring to skin color for those that are unaware.
Yes. And the other one is like, he's a little bit darker complected than I am. Not too much, but just a little. Anyway. We were probably about 20 minutes in.
Mid-African.
Yes.
Mid-Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're about 20 minutes into work, and my team lead puts the lighter hue.
Just for a visual, I'm the lighter hue?
Yes.
Okay.
Across from me, like in another section, but it's just like I can literally look over and see him. Puts him over there, and while she's showing dude what to do,
Dude being the lighter hue?
yeah,
Okay.
the other guy just wanders off.
The middle hue?
Yeah, just wanders off, just down to the other section of the plant. Like he's not even. He wandered so far, I can't even see him no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a theory on that. Ask me in a minute.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you my theory here in just a minute too. Anyway, out of nowhere, probably about 15 minutes later, I see him just come wandering back. So the machine I run is the person I work with, her machine, and then my machine, and then there's like a small gap in between my machine and then there's cup holders, and then there's the media bins right next to it. So they put him on the cup holders, okay? Now, I will say that the skin tone was not relevant to the story. I just added it for dramatic effect. But anyway, we work through break. 6 o'clock break hits. We all go to break. We come back for break, and... okay, let me back up. Before we go to break... The dude over here next to me asked the person who was working with him if everyone in our section or everyone in the plant goes to break at the same time, or is it just our department? He's like, no, it's just our department goes. You know, everyone goes up to break at separate times or whatever. I still don't think nothing of it. And the fact that I watched him wander off to the end of the plant, like that doesn't affect me either. It had nothing to do with me. So I'm just continuing on doing my job. So we go to break, and we come back, and then we go to lunch at 8 o'clock. Okay. We come back from lunch, and dude's like 10 minutes late. Again, ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But when he comes back, finally, he walks by me. He's like, bro, I got lost in here. I was like, yeah, I already know, bro. So he starts working. Bro, it was like 20 minutes go by, probably. From behind me, I hear, hey, man. And I'm not sure if the person that was standing behind me said his name, or if I just heard, hey, man. You know what I mean? So because I hear this, I turn around. And when I turn around, I swear to God, it was probably about 15 cops standing behind me. Like, I'm talking about, I was like, what the? I look at the person next to me, I'm like, bro, what is going on? You know what I mean? And now I guess it's this trauma, where this trauma kicked in. Because I'm like, bro, I ain't never been this close to that many cops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I'm like, sheesh. So I realized that they're talking to dude. They're like trying to pull, dude, like, because behind me there's like, it's like an aisle, like a huge, it's just a long ass aisle, and then like on one side of the aisle there's parts that come from molding, and then on my side of the aisle is all the machines or whatever, and then if you go past there's more parts or whatever. But anyway, so they pull him into the aisle, and I'm not at this point. I'm keeping shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nothing to hide, but it's just that trauma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they search, I guess, his little section where he was or whatever, and then they ended up taking him out. So now everyone's speculating, like, what is going on? The word went around like, oh, he didn't work here, and that's why they escorted him off, and then they went around that he did work there, and like, I don't really know. But I figured out what the situation was. Okay, so apparently there was a dude that works at the end of the line or whatever on the next department, and he had beef with dude. Okay, now my theory is that he got the job just so he could get a hold of dude. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Just my speculation. But He apparently threatened dude a couple times, maybe on live or on like on a call or something like that. I don't really know, with a gun. I don't know the whole story. Like I said, it doesn't have nothing to do with me, but it was interesting though, bro, because even knowing like I don't have no warrants, I'm not hiding nothing, I'm not high, I don't have anything on me, like my heart was in my butthole. You know what I'm saying? Like but for no reason, you know what I mean? And I guess that's the trauma part of it.
That
but
could be another example of a shark.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
but you know, the fact, and like they just kept coming, bro. Like there were so many police here for one person. I've never in my life, like, okay, I can't say I've never. I have.
But you got to think about all the workplace incidents and.
Yeah. So, and I'm assuming that they were obviously looking for a weapon of some sort. You know what I mean? But anyway, I find out that the other guy that was started with him that got put across from me. I was coming back from lunch. He had told our supervisor that. Now this is where I'll give you my own speculation on that. But he had told the supervisor that his car was stuck in a graveyard, and that he had to leave. But I'm like, you're already at work. How's your car stuck in a graveyard? Anyway, nothing to do with me. But when the police apparently got there, they were looking for the other guy too. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was just, yeah. It was interesting. And it was like a whole 30-minute incident. Like there was people were outside smoking on their break, and they were told not to even come back in. Wait a minute. So, you know, of course they got an extra 10-minute break, 20-minute break or some shit, you know. But just to turn around.
They couldn't let anybody in until the threat was contained.
Contained, yeah. But just to turn around and to see all these different police, and it wasn't for me. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh my God.
So the one that ventured off
was who they were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I venture off too at work.
Yeah.
You know, they say good help's hard to find.
Yeah.
So I try not to be found.
But, you know, I don't know. That was just an interesting thing that happened at work. It was kind of, yeah, interesting to say the least. But just to know that trauma is real, like that, yeah. Because the first thing, my first thought was like, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I just kept working.
Roadrunner. Me.
Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? I'm good at that.
Out, bro.
And that was my, you know, and then having to look over and then I see the plant manager.
Just go like that.
And then
Boss, I gotta go ahead. Oh, chest pains.
And then my supervisor, and then you know, they're all standing here and they're all talking to the cops, and then there's literally 10 guys surrounding just this one dude, and I'm trying my damnedest to keep working and not focus on the shit that's going on around me, bro. And
dedicated, bro.
Yeah. Yes. And it was, you know, that was interesting. It was interesting because I've been in work-related incidents where a fight will break out or something like that, and a cop will get called, and of course this is years ago. Maybe one or two cops will show up, you know what I mean, and probably both of them get escorted off,
right,
or
but 15.
Yeah, right. And you know what I'm saying. But I've never been in a work situation where it was an army of police. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, bro. One of the guy that I take to work, you know, it's my brother. He was outside. And he said, bro, you should have seen the parking lot. They had probably about 10 cars in the parking lot. I'd say probably about 2 people in every car. You know what I'm saying? And it just.
Well, it's nice to see that they're, you know.
Yeah.
't at least thinking of
the safety
funds.
Yeah, the 2. Yeah.
2 per car.
Yeah. But.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, bro. Just the way the world is nowadays, you know, I can say that when I was, you know, in my addiction, I would do some shit like that. If I had beef with you, yeah, I'm not putting it past no one to find a job just to get at the person I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show I don't want to say how the world is today. That's not what I want to say, but it's kind of how it is today. You know what I mean? All the violence that's been going on, man, and it. Yeah.
All the violence.
The violence. Yeah.
The violence.
Yeah. Yeah.
funny when you mentioned that, saying turned around, there's cops behind you.
Yeah.
There was a situation at work back in Kansas. It was probably 3 days before I put in I worked on my 90 days. I walked out. I was done. It's like, you guys are going to suspend me anyway. You're going to make me work all week just to basically, you know what I mean? Like, I could have been suspended and come back. Like, you're going to wait till now. Like, I was so angry. But I needed to go because I had relapsed. I was not doing so hot. And I worked second shift. So it just wasn't good. And it was at that out of control point. And I remember sitting, and this was right before. I already knew that they already knew.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming in, my arms are not great. You know, it's hot. I work in a factory. So you're going to see. I thought for sure people knew. And I can't tell you the realness. This has only happened maybe 3 times in my addiction that I really for sure thought I saw cops like hovering down behind the, in the roads, you know what I mean? Like in the back, I could see people walking by. I was like, what is going on? Like, but I can't leave the line to see. And the guilt of somebody's coming, they're coming. Like, I don't, but I was like, I'm not that important of a person.
I hear Rule 62.
Well, I was really high, so I was not doing good. I mean, I fully imagine. I thought for sure I saw the lights outside, and where I worked, it was down this road that when I first moved there, I had found this road, and there was 2 cops chilling on this back road because there's 2 ways to get in there. Well, later on, they actually had hit some people. Because a lot of the second shift were foreign. And there was a bust out that happened at work. Like 2 weeks later for some, I was like, I want to know if y'all had that, you know what I'm saying? But I kept myself around and speak Spanish or whatever they were speaking.
Tu quiero?
But, I mean, it was a whole thing. And the realness, though, of, like, I was ready to, I'm going, I put in, I was like, I'm done, I quit, because it was eating at me. But as soon as you said that, I was like, I swear, that was exactly what was happening to me at work. Because crazy what drugs will do to you, man. And, like, I had a limit. I wasn't going to stay awake more than 3 days, because I know me, I can't do it.
I love that limit.
3. Soy tu padre.
But yeah, I don't miss those days. I'm glad I'm not that person anymore. I'm glad that if that were to happen, they ain't coming for me.
Yeah.
Go ahead, search my car, don't care. The amount of people that cops will just search your car when you get pulled over is like, what are the odds they're actually going to search your car? Like back when I was drinking and stuff, like, shouldn't.
Hey, what's funny though? When I got in recovery and I brought my car, like I wanted you to pull me over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I did after I got my tags on my car when I moved here and finally got the tags on the back of the car. It's pulling you over.
Yeah, I was ready. Yeah, I was ready for you to pull me over because insurance ain't nothing in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no warrant, nothing like that. Like I wanted you to pull me over. You know what I mean? Now, I don't want to get pulled over. I don't like getting pulled over. Being stuck on the side of the road for however long, 30 minutes to an hour, just because they want to take their time. Regardless, it feels good to, and I guess that was really where I was getting at with that story too. Is like, it feels good to know, like, I can be around police and not have to worry about going to jail. But I spend every time, I tell a story anytime a cop is around, except for when I go to court, and that's just recently, that, like, I go to jail every time. And even I can recall I was staying with my grandma, and me and my ex-wife, we was arguing, you know what I mean? And we was just arguing. It wasn't physical at this point. We was just literally arguing. And my grandma called the police, and then she gets criminally trespassed, but I went to jail. You know what I mean? I'm like, what am I going to jail for? Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And it's like just situations like that. Like, anytime a police was around, I was going to jail. It did not matter what it was. It didn't matter if you know what I mean. If I got pulled over and was in the back seat, I'm getting searched and I'm probably going to jail. Period. You know what I mean? And it just feels good to know like I don't have to worry about that today. Like, you know, and that was the other thing too. Like, I can continue working. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to worry about that. I don't know.
So I think it's something that I may do to help, because I've had some traumatic encounters with police as well.
Yeah.
Like, they almost killed me.
Yeah.
And I was the one that called them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I've seen that so many times,
He
bro.
was out in front of the house, and he had the assault rifle on the hood of the car, telling me to step out the house. And look, this is just how it happened. That's the only reason I'm saying it's like this. But the door was open, and I stuck my head out to where he could see me, and I said, "Fuck you!" Not coming out. No, not happening like that. Well, eventually I did come out the house. And they pinned me down, put me in cuffs, and boom, 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 down on my head. Like, my feet was in the air.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 down the 4 or 5 steps in front of the house. Rolled me over in the yard, smashed my face in my own dog shit, and had their knee in my chest. And this is just shortly after George Floyd.
Yeah.
And I thought I was drawing my last breath. I could not even articulate words
Yeah.
to say. I could not breathe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, I called them. Right? So eventually, I was worried he was going to shoot my dog.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, my dog sees him doing this, and he's kind of getting excited, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now all the while I hear her,
Yeah.
like, with her half-hearted, "Oh, you're being ridiculous," you know, to him, telling him, you know, "Oh, there's no sense in this." Oh, like, almost like
Yeah.
on the back end, getting a little bit of
Joy out of it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I witnessed it. So, but for whatever reason, bro, they took the cuffs off me. And I mean that, like you said, there's so many cars. They're in the driveway. They're out the driveway. They're up both sides of the road.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
And they took the cuffs off of me. And as I stood up, I said, "Y'all get the fuck out of my yard. And don't you ever come back.
Yeah.
Don't you ever come back."
Yeah.
And I mean, I was cussing them.
Right.
A little bit more colorful than that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And about that time, as I look over my left shoulder, there's the dude with the 3 stripes, the one in charge. He's standing right outside my gate. And the ones that just took the cuffs off, they're just like looking. And they look at him, and he said, "You heard what he said?" And I thought, what?
Yeah.
That's not how I thought that was going to go. You know what I mean? And they left.
Yeah.
And they left. And I didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had all that recorded.
Yeah.
I didn't hit record. And I asked the attorney about the body cams, and I could not get an answer, and was told, "I hate this. I hate this." I've heard it on multiple occasions. It'd be best left alone. Just forget about it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But what I do now, anytime, I thank them for their service. I thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I cannot imagine. I just can't. I haven't ever been a cop,
Yeah.
but I can't imagine the feelings, thoughts, emotions that has to go through them on a day-to-day basis.
Of course.
Who is a threat to them? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And determining that threat.
And trying to go into every situation with a protect and serve mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is, I really don't encounter that very often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a militarization of our public servants. You know what I mean? I feel like our service members come back and end up being police officers, and they never come home from war.
Right.
they come home and they're still at war with the public. You know what I mean? And then you got, I'm not far removed from it. I'm that asinine civilian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck the public, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that. And, you know, just absolutely no scope of respect for what they may go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and, you know, just off the, like, what you're saying now, like, you know, I was this, and I you know, anytime I was ever arrested, like, I'm usually the utmost polite person until I realize I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
When I realize I'm going to jail, that's like a light switch.
Yeah.
And I become that, like you said, I'm that asshole. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, like, and I'd say I really just started to gather, like, not just like with, you know, our public servants either, but not as much with the military, because my grandfather's military, my uncle was military, my brother is military now. I always knew that there was, I mean, a lot of the times you go to, like you said, they go to war and they don't come back. Sometimes they come back and they're not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've seen that. My grandfather told me only 2 stories of Vietnam, and like, he wouldn't talk about it. He would not talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that subject just come up at the house the other day.
Yeah.
My grandfather. Look, there's a lot of, I don't understand why some of them talk about it all the time.
Yeah, and some of them won't.
My grandfather, we didn't know until he died that he trained snipers. Like, he trained snipers. And they ain't speak a word of it, bro. We had no idea. No idea at all. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I mean, do you know why that would be?
well, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Being a sniper is one thing, but then training them people to do that very thing on countless occasions,
Yeah.
to be basically
Obey.
a machine-like,
Yeah.
see, target eliminated,
Yeah.
with no cares, qualms, or difficulties about it. Whether that be a 9-year-old,
Yep.
a pregnant woman, ages from all scopes,
Yeah.
ethnic backgrounds.
And that being because that's what, I mean, the reason behind that too is because that's what they do. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of times when they're in war, they use 9-year-olds and women and babies, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Being my family is all military. My mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my uncle, my real dad is Navy. They're all military. They're all Marines other than Randy. Randy's Navy.
Okay, Randy.
It's my dad. It's my biological dad, but I call him Randy, and I call my stepdad Dad.
No pun intended, Randy. That's sorry. Apologize. Give it me after the podcast.
You know, I was gonna ask you about, so with your situation, with your story.
Which situation? Which story?
Fuck you.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah.
So, from putting on maybe where your mindset was, what they're looking at coming into the situation, what was said on the phone when they got the call, and what, when they pull up to what is happening and they have to determine, you know what I mean? You said this was right about the time with the guy out in Minnesota situation, right? And like, they know that there's a lot of people that just try to get cops over there that have bad intentions just after the cops. There are people that are on drugs or alcohol that don't know what they are doing and would be a threat. So in some way, shape, or form, or whatever was maybe seen, I know your perspective is you're like, yo, I called, like, and I'm not coming out because there's guns pointed at me, you know what I mean, or pointed at the house. I don't want to come out, and maybe on a little bit of a higher, different mindset, right? And whatever she's doing, and whatever the dog's doing, when you look at it from a full scope, I think a lot do come in, but they also have probably lost a lot of people because they were like, okay, we don't want to be too aggressive, and then one of their friends gets shot.
Well, see, this is where
one of the officers gets hurt.
I feel like this is where I don't know how to word this. The whole system is apparently lacking in abilities to communicate, because I was on phone with dispatch, and dispatch is telling me, don't come out the house. They said, you have any firearms in the home? I said, I have guns, and they're in the car that's locked in the front yard, and I am in the house. And my daughter was outside with a decorative sword. Okay? So they told me, don't come out the house. And he is outside telling me, step out the house. No way, buddy. You got a long rifle sitting right there on the car. That don't look good for me. Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen how these things end.
Yeah.
I saw Ruby Ridge, you know what I'm saying, and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, no, we're not doing that, dude.
Yeah.
Not doing that. I said, he's telling me to come out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you communicating to? Why are they not getting the message that you're telling me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, there's all those little pieces to the story that, sometimes I think a lot
should
of times
be
we hear one side
live.
on one side.
All real time.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have me, if I'm on the phone with dispatch, they should have that phone call in their radios.
Going on.
A certain channel.
Yeah.
Hearing that stuff. Hearing what dispatch is telling me.
Yeah.
Because that's how people get shot, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how lives are lost.
Yeah. And what I was getting at though is like I have a profound appreciation for the things that, like, their job. Not all of them are like this.
No.
But their job, like what they do as far as like the ones that really do serve and protect. My grandmother's, so she was adopted, so it was her dad was a Kent County sheriff, okay, for I don't know how long. You know what I mean? So like there's like in the, the tree, you know what I mean? There's service, whether it be a public servant or whether it be, in the military. There's always been some type of, I've always had appreciation for the military, first of all, let me say that, but just specifically for like public servants, if you will. And I guess I'll even further narrow it down to just police officers. I've had extremely bad situations with police. I think I've only been around a group of police, including the one that I was at the other day, where I didn't go to jail maybe twice. You know what I'm saying? And I can say now that I've actually like understand what they're doing, like having to judge like who is a threat and who isn't. I can see the difficulty at times, you know what I mean, especially nowadays with a lot of people being on drugs or a lot of people just, whether it be mental issues. I get it, I do, you know what I mean. I didn't really so much to see it back then. Back then it was just like you said earlier, just fuck that, I'm not doing that. But I do have an appreciation for the ones that will protect and serve, for the ones that do their job and they do it well, and that, for those people. Like I said, there's a lot of them that, I don't say a lot of them, I really don't know the specifics of how many, but there are the ones that aren't like that, the ones that let the power go to their head, the ones that they think because they wear a badge that goes above their heads. I don't agree with that.
Well,
I don't agree with that.
A pecking order, if you will.
Yes.
Okay. And just to gauge, because I believe this has been lost.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, somewhere along the decades, somewhere. Okay.
Yep.
There's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
Okay. To protect and serve. Who are you protecting and who are you serving?
Right.
Who? I ask you.
Well,
who is it that's being protected and being served?
It's supposed to be we the people.
The people. So who ranks at the top of that?
It's supposed to be we the people.
Not even the president.
No.
Not even the president is above the people.
Right.
And I don't know. And look, I'm going to probably piss a lot of people off about this, but the fact of the matter seems that our military comes back with a sense of greater than thou, greater than the people they served. You know what I mean? And it's like, I served, you didn't, so you're below me. And I appreciate, my whole family was in the military too. I unfortunately found other devious ways to invest my time, okay?
Right.
I did not fulfill my life goals.
Right.
You know? That being said, it doesn't make anyone any lesser than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I salute them all that served, you know, and that did, you know, make the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somewhere along the lines, these messages got skewed and blurred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish that wasn't the case, but it seems the case more often than not.
Yeah.
You know? It's my stance on it.
Yeah.
And I can see the differences from my grandparents to the service members now and the recently retired veterans. You know what I mean? But the sad thing is, the saddest part about it all is everything that they signed up for and went to fight for was all lies.
Yeah.
I mean, they said they put these people in these situations and these wars that have got backdoor agendas that don't come out till years, decades later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the homeless veterans that we got.
Oh yeah.
That's
The homeless veterans that we got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That part.
And then you got the people that are in the Congress and the Senate and just rake in monies, and you got homeless veterans, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you choke that off and fix that whole broken system right there alone, then you take all of our flourishing sports, and I mean all of them, that rakes in these millions of dollars, the college sports that makes in millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and now, or just now, even paying the student athletes.
Mm-hmm.
If you did something with all that money and all this money that our politicians are raking in, and I hate to get political on you, bro, but it's not political.
Yeah.
It's societal.
Yeah.
Okay, this is why the society is breaking down like it is. It's because you let all these other people suck up all this money. You know what I'm saying? They're only in power because we put them there.
Yeah.
The sports are only as glamorous because we watch them.
Yeah.
Quit watching the sports and see what happens.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you just regulated both of these to an extent, the monies that could be allotted to homeless veterans and homeless in general, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we could actually see a lot of change, man, if not an utter solution.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I can agree with that.
It's maddening. It's sickening.
Yeah.
And getting the people like the help that they need, because a lot of them, the ones that do end up homeless, the ones that do end up needing because they got messed up from things that happened or things that they did, they're, you know what I mean, they need that extra attention, or that let's figure out what's wrong. We have the luxury that what we learn in the program,
Right.
if it could be applied just in school, word it slightly differently, you know what I mean, for when you're getting into high school, middle school, to learn how to do these steps, or at least the principles of life for people to to go by. Like, I love that they're putting mindfulness things in school, but that's not getting to that core, and I'm gonna say it because a lot has to do with your higher power. You know what I mean? When you start taking anything that's of God has been taken out of schools.
Yeah.
Anything. I mean, I used to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and we would sing the songs and do all the things, and I think that stopped. I moved to schools a lot too. I don't think I did once I made it to 6th or 7th grade. And then I went back to high school, and then we didn't have that anymore. And when you make it your truth, live your own truth. Well, that doesn't work. You can't live your own truth, because your own truth could be something completely different, and you got people, my truth is I can do whatever I want. I can see multiple people if I so choose to, because my truth is I can do whatever I want. And somebody else's truth is, well, I can take this because I feel I deserve it, and it's from a big store, so who cares? They have plenty of money. Well, those people that work in the stores are getting paid less because we're taking stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's the truth, and then there's doing the next right thing, and then there's teaching, children. My boys, my oldest is going to be 13 years old. What he's learning on TikTok, on YouTube, on all these things, like, I'm really grateful they're in the school that they're in right now, because they're in a small town of 2,000 people, no stop signs. The middle school and high school are in one building. And middle school doesn't start till 7th grade, so they're not there yet. They're almost. I know where they're at, but I know a lot of other people's kids that are in these big schools, all like around here, that they just teach whatever you feel is okay is okay. You know what I mean? And you have people that just aren't getting the right
help they need.
The right help, the right messages, and money is so what it does to people. Like last night, sitting in a meeting last night, I was going through it. That was before all the things that they talked about by the end of the meeting. With work, really struggling on. I've applied at a couple jobs. Somebody's called me back, which is cool.
Have you called them?
No.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Squeaky wheel gets that's my mom's favorite saying. So no, because I just kind of threw it out there. They're totally different than things that I have some experience, but I kind of was just taking a chance on maybe that'd be something. Who knows? I can try it. But it was mentioned outside of the meeting about different jobs, and one of them happened to be one that I had looked into, this particular restaurant in Colorado. And then here found out they had the same thing, but it's in Louisville. But I didn't know to the extent till last night just how much money you can make.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
my aunt's been a server her whole life.
Like, straight up, I had to sit there and I'm sitting there reading it. I couldn't even hear the meeting because I'm reading about this place, right? I had already done it when I first got here, and I already looked into this, and I was like, no, I shouldn't do that, you know what I mean? And now, obviously, it's still the same thing. Like, morally, it's not that it's bad, it's just that it's not, it's, if I have to question would I want my daughters to work there, the answer would be no, right? So, like, if that's how I would have done it, then I shouldn't do that. But I also know that's a lot of money. And I'm not making nothing, you know what I mean? Like, it would be worth my time. But do I want to be looked at in that way? Do I want to work a job where it is so, I work out, I work hard to look the way that I do, and that is what is required to work at this place, just be fit. You're just a server in shorts, tiny shorts, but like, immediately that, boom, money, thinking about it, and then coming back to, and wouldn't you know, the topic was, new employer was what we read last night at the meeting, and trusting my higher power, I need to do his will. That would not be, it was insane that was what I was looking at, and that is what was read. And originally that was what I was going to speak on, is being like, like, I'm trusting that God's got me. I don't have to take control, because it's really quick to see how much money will turn somebody, and we see it in every day in the whole system. The judge, you got judges, you got cops, you got politicians, you've got people that, because they're getting paid extra, like when you throw money at somebody, or you throw Well, life could be okay. I mean, these kids aren't disappearing around the world for no reason.
Right.
People are bought like it's just one person. It's one kid. So my whole life could be better. We'll just, you know what I mean? That's really, and I have to be really careful because sometimes, you know, I'm grateful for my job I have today. I'm okay with where I'm at. You know, I'd like to make more money, but I know that it's that easy to get caught up in, you know, not all the right things, and I don't want to be that person. But for a minute, it was really hurt. It was bothering me, and luckily God knows how to work that in ratings.
So it's the fact that you brought up like the new employer and all that. So do you remember me having a conversation? I think it was last week where. Yeah, it was last week when I was talking about going somewhere else. You know, I'm putting in these applications and all that. And I also told you, I believe I told you, I wanted an office job. Felt like I'd be good at it. 2 nights ago? Yeah, it was Thursday. Well, it was Wednesday night, Thursday morning or whatever. I was on our company website, and they have a quality position open that is office work. It is actually quality coordinator, and I was reading the description. Okay, the only part of the description that I don't qualify with, if you will, is the 1 year or more experience in an office. I don't have any experience in an office, but I know a lot about computers. I know a lot about different softwares. I think I'd be good for it, but I'm hesitant to put the application in. And I felt like
all you can do is apply. All you can do is say no.
Right.
Apply.
So that you know what I mean? I felt like if I were to do that, I mean that's a good chance I get the job. Like I got nothing but, you know what I mean? But like, and then it was like the disease part of the whole situation. Like, bro, you're not gonna do too well at an office job. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn. So then it kind of hesitant to really apply for that position. But I do want. I've really been contemplating that. But it's not a new employer per se, but it would be a new position. You know what I mean? The only thing, the other thing about that is it'd be first shift, and with me being on drug court, I can't work first shift just yet unless I ask. I had to ask permission. You know what I mean? As long as I could do it, but I don't know how that would work because the hours of the first shift position. Like I'd miss like graduation and all these other things too. Like I don't know, it's just a lot that goes behind that. But anyhow, I've been contemplating it since Thursday when I found out that there's a position opened up that would, first is office work, but secondly it'd be a coordinator. I'd be up there. You know what I mean? It'd be interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All you can do is try.
I thought about it.
I was trying to see if I could find it, but that's not on my app.
What are you looking for?
What have you read from?
Well, that would be here.
I didn't know it
And
was
that's
from.
AA Freedoms. So you were talking about, that's...
It was in the bills.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that.
No, that's not on there. That's what I was checking if it was in the ledger because it wasn't the daily reflection. But it was really good. Of that, getting back into the perspective and how quick how quick temptation creeps in. Like I had a great day at work yesterday. I had a great day. Like I stayed positive. My morning started off great. I got into work. I was like, it's gonna be a good day. It's Friday. I'm finally off on the weekends now. I had an opportunity. I still don't know what's gonna happen with changing up, but I don't know. I don't know about that whole situation of doing surveying. Not because I wouldn't be good at it, but because again, like, I'm happy with it. Found it?
When we sincerely took such a position, all sorts of remarkable things followed. We had a new employer. Being all-powerful, he provided what we needed. If we kept close to him and performed his work well, established on such a footing, we became less and less interested in ourselves, our little plans and designs. More and more, we became interested in seeing what we could contribute to life. As we felt new power flow in, As we enjoyed peace of mind, as we discovered we could face life successfully, as we became conscious of His presence, we began to lose our fear of today, tomorrow, and hereafter. We were reborn.
Yeah.
And then we were now at step 3, which it now recites the 3rd step prayer.
Yeah.
I didn't see that in there yesterday. That's cool.
No, it's not as Bill sees it. It's page 63.
Oh.
That's where that came from.
Oh.
Keep coming back.
Keep coming back.
Yeah.
We found it very desirable to take this spiritual step with an understanding. With an understanding person, that is. Such as our wife, best friend, or spiritual advisor. But it is best to meet God alone than with one who might misunderstand. The wording was, of course, quite optional so long as we expressed the idea, voicing it without reservation. This was only a beginning, though if honestly and humbly made, an effect sometimes a very great one was felt at once. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Whose turn?
You.
Mine?
Yes.
What'd I do?
Speak on something.
I did. I've spoke all day. We'll speak on, that's not today's. We'll speak on today's Daily Reflections.
Good plan.
March 28th, Equality.
Yeah.
I think I might have just uttered something like this a minute ago.
Yeah.
Our membership ought to include, and this is the long form of step 3.
Okay.
Tradition 3. It's tradition 3 in the long form. Our membership ought to include all who suffer from alcoholism. Hence, we may refuse none who wish to recover, nor ought AA membership ever depend upon money or conformity. Any 2 or 3 alcoholics gathered together for sobriety may call themselves an AA group, provided that, as a group, they have no other affiliation. That's Alcoholics Anonymous, page 563. Prior to AA, I often felt that I didn't fit in with the people around me. Usually they had more or less money than I did, and my points of view didn't jive with theirs. The amount of prejudice I had experienced in society only proved to me just how phony some self-righteous people were. After joining AA, I found the way of life I had been searching for. In AA, no member is better than any other member. We're just alcoholics trying to recover from alcoholism.
Yeah. Yeah, I can recall, like, you know, like I said, I first came in the room like 2012. I can recall being in the room and like thinking to myself, like, bro, I don't fit in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? My only issue is like smoking weed, or, you know what I mean, every now and again I drink a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like segregated from the rest. Like, I felt different and indifferent, you know what I mean?
The B on there.
Yeah. And then I realized, you know, and then, like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, when I first got back here this time, like, right before, I'd say, right before I actually started to attempt, you know what I mean, to put forth the action, like, I can recall sitting in the rooms and listening to some of the people, and I'm like, bro, I can't find no similar situation in anything they're talking about, you know? And then, like, I'll find that one thing that just, like, I don't want to be here type shit. But then, I can remember, I believe it was my sponsor who told me this, but he was like, you know, the one similarity that we have in the rooms for everyone, if you can't find one, is that we all have suffered. Mm-hmm. And we're all trying to recover from that suffering. You know what I mean? And like when he told me this is when I really started to realize, like, I do fit in here, I do belong here, and I don't know, I enjoy coming. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. Like, it does help me stay sober. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I know that maybe a meeting doesn't help everyone. There's people that just don't like the meetings. I get it. It's not for you. It's not for you. You know what I mean? But for me, I need these meetings. You know what I mean? Like, I need them. Mm-hmm. Like, when I don't come to a meeting, I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? When you know, something goes on and I haven't been there for a while, I can feel it. Like, it's time for me to go to a meeting. You know what I mean? And I don't like feeling like that. There's and then there's times where like I don't, because like I said, I work, Monday through Friday, so coming to work or coming to a meeting and then going to work, I don't feel like feeling rushed. You know what I mean? If I came here at 12 and then slid out there, I feel like I'd be rushed. And I don't know, like there's times where I just need to come to a meeting. I'd rather come to a meeting. And then there's times where I'm like, shit, I'm just calling to work. Come to a couple meetings then, But it's just, I don't know. The way I look at it now is like I do belong here, and like
Pause for station identification.
Pause for station identification.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. But yeah, I can definitely recall not feeling like I belonged, and all that. Not wanting to pay attention or not wanting to listen to what's being said, Now, like, there's times where I kind of space out sometimes, I call it my meditation, But for the most part, like, I'll try and listen to what everyone else is going through and then relay myself in that, like, in that situation. I've been going through a lot this past couple months, and
Está problema aquí. No más café.
oh,
Por favor. Ay, caramba. Hey, Chihuahua.
ay.
So, look at that handsome thing. Some of the bike right here.
Yeah, I was,
Okay.
yeah. Sheesh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard so much.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot fire. Fresh Prince of Stell Air.
Yeah, all that. Oh,
Love it.
yeah, I need a nap, boy.
Yeah, it sounds like Grateful's.
Yeah. It does sound like Grateful.
It does sound like
Already?
Grateful's.
Oh, okay, so
Wow.
Okay, where you at?
sheesh. Sheesh.
Hey,
Oh,
I don't know.
did not hit on that last week, I don't believe.
What?
Or did, I don't know. Mama joined church.
You did.
Oh.
I believe you did. Yes.
Apologize for the redundancy.
It's okay to be excited. We get to feel our emotions today. So we
Yeah.
get to be excited.
Yeah.
Whether they're medically induced or not.
I really like this, just because I like it and I'm reading it.
Oh, well,
Wow.
you go ahead, girl.
Because this is a recovery-based podcast, which means
Yes.
it's all recovery.
Inclusive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Equal.
Equal. Not NyQuil. Not NyQuil, but equal.
Like equality.
Okay, so just for today, I will not run from the uncomfortable emotions I may experience. I will use the support of my friends in recovery to help me face my emotions.
Well, you cheated.
I didn't cheat.
Yeah, you did. You got a whole bunch more
Oh, I
reading.
didn't think you wanted me to read
Half
all of it.
measures
That's
avail us
why I have to be
nothing.
grateful. Fine. March 28th from the Just for Today. Because I like reading them both. Facing feelings. We may fear that being in touch with our feelings will trigger an overwhelming chain reaction of pain and panic. Yeah, it's been happening a lot. Basic text, page 30. While we were using, many of us were unable or unwilling to feel many emotions. If we were happy, we used to make us happier. If we were angry or depressed, we used to mask those feelings. In continuing this pattern throughout our active addiction, we became so emotionally confused that we weren't sure what normal emotions were anymore. After being in recovery for some time, we find that the emotions we had suppressed suddenly begin to surface. We may find that we do not know how to identify our feelings. What we may be feeling as rage may only be frustration. Rage, not N, sorry.
Oh,
Repeat
Lord.
that.
Hey, can you start that back over?
Yeah. What we may be feeling as rage may only be frustration. Much better. What we perceive as suicidal depression may simply be sadness. These are at times when we need to seek the assistance of our sponsor or other members of NA.
Yes.
Going to a meeting and talking about what is happening in our lives
Yes.
can help us face our feelings instead of running from them in fear.
This is where one would say, Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
And then wrap
Can
it
I get a
up.
witness from the congregation?
Amen. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do not procrastinate. Do not anticipate. Just participate.
Yes, that too. That too. Absolutely.
So, on the reading right there.
Why'd you favorite it?
When I feel some way that I'm not liking, I'm feeling itchy, you know what I'm saying, uneasy. It tells me in literature that nothing ensures immunity like work with another addict or alcoholic.
Yeah.
So whether
So
that be my sponsor or just
Yeah.
doing things of service, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just trying to help somebody. It don't have to be somebody in a program.
right.
You know, somebody
Just in general.
right.
Yeah.
Preferably a stranger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when especially if I feel like something, and I'm maybe unsure of why I feel like that. Like I used to hate, if you will, like the inner work. I used to, because I don't like looking at who I am. I don't like, I didn't like knowing the things that made me tick for real. But like today, I enjoy when I find a new, maybe a new emotion or like just a new something, like I don't know what to call it for real. Just when something happens to me and I'm unsure why, like I feel the way I feel, I like doing inner work at that point to figure out what it is that made me feel like that and why I feel like that. And then I like that.
An experience.
That's the word I'm looking for. When a new experience occurs, I like doing the inner work to figure out why it is that I feel like that now. You know what I'm saying? And then again, helping someone else too. Like I seem to do that. I do it a lot, and so I heard and I've really discovered this to be true within myself, even more so recently. But I've always done this. I've always poured into someone else, whether it be just like helping someone else or just in general, like maybe in a relationship or whatever. I pour so much into someone else that I forget to pour into myself, to the point where I feel, uneasy when I do start to pour in myself. When and I almost feel like it's not just awkward, but I'm wrong for doing it. You know what I'm saying? And today, when I do try and help, you can't pour from an empty cup, first of all. You know what I mean? So if I keep pouring and pouring and pouring, I'm empty by this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know, helping someone today, especially a stranger, gives me that it's a refill. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I might not fill the cup all the way up, but I'm constantly doing that. Can eventually fill it up too. But it can also, I'm not gonna lie to you, for me, I've noticed it can also drain you too.
Yeah.
It can also be, I can pour a little too much.
Yes.
And I don't know. I like helping people. I enjoy
it. Has to
it.
be a balance of pouring.
Yeah.
And also a little self-serve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do a little bit of self love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're speaking about the cup, I'm thinking of, I got a glass of orange OJ or something. You know what I mean? You want half of it? You know what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah. And I drink the whole cup. And you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Bro, my half was on the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I wasn't supposed to go that direction, huh?
No. But it's a good analogy. I like it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, Gratefuls though. Would you like to start the Gratefuls?
Sounds like it's Gratefuls.
I guess it's time for Gratefuls.
Yeah.
Bream on it?
Oh,
Yes. I'm grateful to be back. I'm grateful to be here with you guys. I am very grateful to say that, a couple podcasts back, I talked about my best friend who finally she did make it to treatment. But when I got home on Monday and I called where I went to treatment, they're like my family, right? I'm gonna go on a little side story. I know it's Gratefuls, but just gonna get this out. So I called them, and we do goals and affirmations in the morning, and we all pray together, and that's how we start off our day. So I called, and I was so happy to hear her like, "Hi, this is," you know what I mean? We announce our names around the circle, and afterwards, one of my counselors from back home, she's like, "Hey, Bree, Mag's phone, and she wants to talk to you." So I talked to her, and she's like, You don't even know. God knew that I needed to hear your voice today. She's like, "I'm so happy you called. I gave my life to the Lord yesterday at church." I'm crying. I'm sitting on the bed. I was so excited. And I was like, I'm so excited for you. And she's getting baptized at the church with 12 other girls from this place on Sunday, tomorrow. And it's just so cool, My grandma's like, put me on the side. She had one called Visitor. You know what I mean? And my grandma didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my girl, but this is my girl. We did all the things in a very short amount of time. I met her when I got to Kansas.
Yeah.
And we've
been hanging on.
And we've been hanging on.
Yeah.
And she shouldn't be my friend. I was not a good friend to her.
Right.
But I told her about it.
Yeah.
And she's forgiven me for that.
Yeah.
And she's still my best friend. She still loves me no matter what. And part of those character defects.
Yeah.
But
gotta love people like that.
So I'm super grateful that she's coming into recovery.
Yeah.
I really wish I could be there to graduation, but she's graduating on the 21st of April. I've got a whole lot lined up. I don't think I can make it out there. But
right.
My grandparents, my sons, they all want to go and do a video call, and you know what I mean. I'm super proud of her. So when I see people that I know coming into recovery, that I've prayed for, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I had to let her find it on her own terms. Of course, of course. Like that had to be opened up. So I am grateful. I'm grateful for the recovery programs out there that are there doing it for the right reasons. Yeah. Like Kissa. Those ladies, man, they love you the way that people just don't even know. Mm-hmm. They have that true agape love that is very hard to find, especially in treatment, and it's just so cool. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful to have you guys as part of my recovery family.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I'm grateful for learning how to, the little sign out there was interesting on the back of the door of just part of recovery is being able to be honest and not have fear and have people to talk to about how you're feeling and emotions and know that you're not going to be judged. It feels good.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah. You alright there, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Would you like to go, sir?
Well, whether I do gratefuls or not, just something come to mind. Mm-hmm. I thought I may like to. STDs burn forever, 247. I pray you find honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. I'm certain that you'll have a different outlook on life.
Yeah.
And keep coming back.
Yeah. Whether this is for you or not, keep coming back.
Gay actually means
Happy.
Yeah.
So I'm really not sure why the comment was removed, but
yeah,
We are a happy lot.
we are.
all feedback is appreciated,
Yeah.
negative or otherwise.
That's right.
No, I digress.
Yeah.
Gratefuls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wrong.
I'm there, dude. Murray. Yeah, I'm just grateful, man. I'm really just grateful. I hope this isn't a short, like a Band-Aid, but it seems to be. I can't believe I'm admitting this. I've got white coat syndrome, lab coat syndrome, whatever you call it. I hate doctors.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to them.
Yeah.
I don't want to take their suggestions. I find myself a little closed-minded myself.
Yeah. Hospitals included.
I'm reluctant to say I think their bag of meds may have been a remedy of sorts. You know, the big toe I think is feeling a little better. You know,
Cough is gone.
the cough is a little better. I woke up coughing. I did get up at 4 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. I started coughing again, but it is not as
Profound.
heavy as it was.
Yeah.
Glad to know that's why you couldn't sleep.
The void effect is in effect.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But you know, that too shall pass.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for Bree and grateful for Woody and grateful for the church family I got today. You know what I'm saying? Grateful for the recovery family I got today. Grateful to be grateful. That's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, I'm grateful to be alive today. And when I say be alive, I mean living, not just existing.
Experiencing life.
Yes. Enjoying the experiences in life.
Not just being an observer.
Yeah. But then just watching time go by, you know. I'm grateful for both of y'all. I'm grateful that I am part of a spiritual support group and also a recovery support group. I'm grateful to have another day to take accountability for my part in everything that I do. It doesn't matter what it is. And I'm grateful that I can see the part that I play in situations in my life today. I'm grateful for this podcast again, and I'm grateful for the viewers. And I'm grateful that I've been I don't want to say put in a position to help someone, but But I'm grateful to be.
These are the positions that we're in today.
Yeah, to help someone.
Help someone, to carry the message, and to give a sense of hope where there is none.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some people will take exception to that.
Yeah, no.
Because they feel, I believe they take it as, they see us as we are putting ourselves on some sort of pedestal. Mm-hmm. And I can't help that they see it like that, but that is certainly not the case. I'm not greater than anybody.
At all, period.
You know what I mean? I just have seen the light.
Yeah.
But it took extended efforts to see that light.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That too. I'm grateful that I have been instilled with, the vision, I'm going to call it, to see that I am a light today and not the darkness.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, I can't help the people that think that, or that may see, or they, no. Like you said, I'm no greater than anyone else. You know what I mean? I'm no better than anyone else. I don't claim to be. I don't try to be, But I will say that, and I will say that I'm grateful to know my self-worth today.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm grateful also that I know that all I want to do, my only goal, is to be a little bit better today than I was yesterday.
Amen.
And
yeah.
The outlook on life is quite bright. Just, it's a small goal and very obtainable. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Mainly because I don't go through life trying to screw anything up, let alone everything up, on a daily basis. So, I get joy out of helping people, you know what I mean? Whether it ends up being the case or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm also grateful for Gully.
And throw one more in there. I'm really grateful.
Just one.
I'm grateful that when we walk out of these rooms, you two are the same people that you are right here, that you are in those rooms, that you are out on the front porch, that you are when you're sitting at your house, at the grocery store, holding doors open for people. You know, it's really hard. You meet a lot of good people, but I'm really grateful that there are people that really try, even if it's not every day. That's the goal, to be that light, whether it's here or just as soon as we step out these doors, like driving down the road, you know, making that conscious decision to treat others the way we want to be treated, but to see people in a whole nother way, in a loving way, and that's all we can do. And so I'm really grateful that you two are people I can say absolutely are those type of people.
There's another time when you say amen.
That is.
Hallelujah.
I was getting there.
Can I get a witness?
Can I get a witness?
From the congregation.
Congregation.
Do not anticipate. Just participate. How?
Amen.
Yeah. So, going out with the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. But before I do, praying for you, brother. Get back in the room. Come back and see us.
We love you.
We do.
We
Don't
love you,
anticipate,
buddy.
brother. Just participate.
Man.
Got a spot for you.
Always.
Got your name on it.
100%.
Well, it ain't got your name on it, but if you, I mean, I can.
We can put it there.
No,
put it there.
We can put it
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. This
Yeah.
is very doable.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And we're not a.
Love
Yeah.
you.
Come on now.
Absolutely.
Come
Yeah,
on.
now. We love you, buddy. All right.
We virgin? What?
God.
Grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
So, I'm sorry, wait, one more thing. You know, when we die, there's only two choices. Smoking or not smoking. Keep coming back.
Keep coming back.
Amen.
Yeah, amen.